Do you think bleed is real? That is, emotions, etc. carrying from characters to players?
How many years did we spend convincing parents and youth leaders and teachers and whatever else that role-playing games weren't this kind of mind-altering thing that would have us all Tom Hanksing it and getting lost in steam tunnels or throwing ourselves off bridges because we knew the fly spell, or that because our characters died we would become suicidal. How, not Blackleaf, how long did we spend establishing that? And there were studies at the time I haven't been able to re-find, unfortunately, but so you'll just have to trust me, bro, that showed that role-playing gamers had less risk of suicide than the standard, probably because of social support groups and escapism, but there you go. And that role players were better able to tell reality from fantasy than the average. So much so that gamers would fail a voight conf tests from Blade Runner because we would know that the turtle wasn't real, and so we might give what would seem to be a false response, for example. So we spent all these years doing this, and it was true that it wasn't going to derange us, that we could tell the difference between reality on the one hand and fantasy on the other. Only now to have people within the industry, in this new generation of players, insisting that, yeah, games are a therapy, games can alter your mind state, and that you can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy, that something bad happening to your character is devastating to you. It's just nonsense, and they're playing with fire by leaning into this stuff, because it lends credence to those old prejudices against gamers and the nonsense that used to go around. So I think it's thoroughly stupid. Now, can you inhabit your character? Yeah, that's immersion. That's kind of what we all strive for in gaming, to react and think as our character in the moment, right? And to feel and experience what our character feels and experiences in the moment, but not afterwards. Bleed to me just seems to be pretentious nonsense that we shouldn't indulge and that we shouldn't tolerate, because we've seen where this kind of idea leads in the past, and that it's now coming from inside the house is disturbing and horrible, and I wish it would all just fuck off.